Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Brees' Saints. With that, we'll send you out to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where we'll check in with the two men calling the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And on his first carry, he loses the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. No gain on the there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man. Big boy. Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Time running out here on the play clock. Rodgers going to give to Lacy on the draw. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. They say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. They got his man.
Wait, all the animation. Come on, man. That animation. Come on, man. Bro, that's fucked up. That's garbage. That nigga right there. Man, fucking animation. Jaden.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there
on
the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Yeah, bring that to you, Mama.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Caught on the right side by Adams. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
One back is Lacy. Throwing on first down is Rock. And no escape.
Oh, look at me.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He's wide open, too. I'm just telling you, you got to pay attention.
Second down, Lacy. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. On 3rd and long. It's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games. Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today. Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Oh, excuse me.
With Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin, it's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Left side and caught by Flainer. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. On the keeper, it's Breeze.
Nope.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on quarterback sneak. You just feel it from this team. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, up and over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down. Defense showing blitz. On 1st down, Breeze surveying the field. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer, 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good. How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though. To throw is Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time. Looking and it's incomplete. CD wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and mini camps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they picked up big yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing now is Breeze. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right? Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want, yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking for someone to throw to. Oh,
God damn it,
Jones
Joe
in his
Jones.
hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
Oh, man.
And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They toss to Ingram. Bulldozes past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters
Damn it,
to go.
Tonio, though.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out.
Oh!
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I cannot believe that nigga go 30 yards and catch.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run it again with Lacey. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this with the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
319! Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Again, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Breeze now. And he's got it.
Look at you, dude. You turned your fucking back, Julius Peppers, dog.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Tried to get it to Willie Snead there, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
When you have so many people rushing at you when you're trying to throw the ball, sometimes your eyes rise, try and go above the fray a little bit, try to get it to a receiver in the back of the end zone, and that's what he tried to do there. Just couldn't get his feet down.
Yeah, he caught it, but as you said, just couldn't stay in bounds. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And that one falls
Lucky I was on the pitch. I was under
He
pressure.
might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by
Come on, man. Madden, bruh. He didn't even fucking get hit hard. Oh, my God. Good game, bro. They gave you another one off.
Last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Yep.
They didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wow,
New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 33 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints.
Hey, bro. This nigga sold the fucking game out on me, bro. God damn.
The wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to turnovers.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even lie, but that's my fault. I didn't lie.
At the 45-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
There goes Mark Ingram.
Oh, this nigga. Wow.
Mark Ingram.
Way to go, defense. I showed you that way and everything.
Forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Fucking boy, Eddie Lacy, you a bitch.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Rodgers now on first down. It's brought in by Janis. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at the 2. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll run it with Lacy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looks for Janis, and it's intercepted.
Fucking pick. God, this nigga Jeff Janis never looks around for the ball.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
That's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the cutback to the sideline. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Wow.
Great play for the Saints.
That nigga was about to drag that nigga into the end zone. That's ridiculous.
57 yards on the ground. And Charles, I think when the schedule...
Fuck you, Eddie Lacy, bro. It's your fucking fault, son. God, fucking leave, man. This nigga fumbled that bitch twice, bro. Fucking 2 fucking fumbles, bro. God, fucking leave, man. Let's go, dog. Nala. Why the fuck you Go start those sides. Make one of them little rice joints. Yeah, I just lost. Fucking Eddie Lacy fucked over. Man, that nigga fumbled fucking on the fucking the game times drive. This nigga fumbled the fucking ball. First fucking drive of the fucking game. This nigga fumbled the fucking ball. Bitch ass nigga.
I want to play Ryan. What's that?
Man, dog, nobody give a fuck about what you want, dog. Nigga ain't even stunting you, dog. Nigga,
What?
Dog, nigga, you need to go fucking rehearse, nigga.
Nigga, you nigga, I'm working my way up. Nigga, what's that?
What you said, Mike?
I take your first spot. I take your fourth spot, nigga.
My fourth spot. Dog.
Yeah, nigga, you.
It's momentary,
Nigga,
son.
fuck,
It's
Ryan just
momentary,
beat you.
dog. Eh?
Nigga, Ryan just beat you, nigga.
Eh? I'm about to take my shit right back.
How many games y'all gonna play? 4 fucking games?
That's why I'm not even about to update that shit. Y'all let me know when y'all done.
Oh, the real, them niggas that play like 4 fucking straight games.
Say, Mike, bro, when you ready, bro?
What, son?
When you ready, Mike? So,
What's that, Merc, bro?
you ready?
Huh? Huh?
Who, me?
You
Am I?
been, ho? You don't be up there.
Yeah, you over me now,
Check
dog.
in, nigga.
Shut your ass up, boy. What up, nigga?
Hey, dog, nigga, Merc, don't do it. Dog, nigga, come in here like that,
That
dog.
nigga tough.
Yeah, like
That nigga tough up there, Joe.
NFL on EA Sports.
Dog,
Two
nigga,
quarterbacks.
Joe in the lock, man. I'm trying to tell him about that motherfucking dude. That nigga tough.
say, son. Say, Merc.
What up,
Merc.
Merc?
No
You gotta
nigga
say,
tough,
son,
dog.
shout out that nigga Ryan, son.
You Ronnie don't want to split me. He's scared of these hands, huh?
No, you do that deflecting shit.
I'm playing with the other dude right now, the Centurion.
But do you know I do deflecting?
Today we've got a good
Sure.
NFC matchup
What?
on tap.
The block me. I'm about to deflect their hit and
And the
shit.
New Orleans Saints.
What time your brother get out, Merc? You wanna challenge that nigga for the second spot?
Ooh, right that nigga.
Like, you can't challenge that nigga. You only can challenge like 2 spots up.
That's the rule?
I could have sworn that's what they said. You only can challenge like 2 spots up.
I thought it
Nah,
said
we
you
were
only
saying-
two
we
could
were
challenge
saying-
number one.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Gotta get number one some kind of position on him, maybe.
Challenge that number 1. Man, that's what I want to do.
When you ready, dog.
Say, Mike, bro, you hear that man talking to you? Don't be fucking ignoring that man, dog. At least somebody want to play your little stank ass.
Fuck, nigga.
Shit, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to move up in the ring so I could be Ronnie and your mustache.
Joe,
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
ain't
put
trying to
You not beat me
your ass
again,
on
man.
you,
You not beat me again, dog.
man. Damn, Mike, you let that nigga beat you, Mike?
Man,
He
everybody
beat me
beat
by
Mike.
3.
That's like
Get
that
the fuck
soldier.
out of here, man.
Everybody don't beat you,
you
dog?
too, soldier, bitch.
Who?
Everybody,
you?
nigga. Fuck. Yeah, nigga.
That's how you
And I
feel?
told Nick Mullins free win, man. I tried to holler at this nigga in the other post. This nigga still ain't saying nothing.
Can I ask y'all a question, yo?
There's no guarantee nigga gonna answer that bitch.
Why y'all niggas crying too much over 2K when the motherfuckers just start playing this shit, yo?
What you
So,
said?
dog. Everybody,
I mean,
bro.
niggas
It's
be
just-
crying about some 2K, and niggas just start playing this shit, you know what I'm saying? And y'all expect the motherfuckers to be just flawless.
Nigga, I don't tell you nothing, nigga.
You shut up, so you fuck me, my motherfucking player.
I didn't fuck you.
You fuck me.
I told you what I felt like.
Nigga said
I
that
told you
bitch
what I felt like you
crazy.
should upgrade because you're a post scorer. It's not about your fucking defense right now. You get your post scoring up, that gets you more XP faster, and you can rank up everything
nigga.
else.
When you play, you always gotta defend, my nigga. You tripping.
My defense ain't shit. Niggas be talking about me since I've been on this bitch. I hate I
Mine is-
downloaded this motherfucker.
Basically, it's easy for a nigga to fuck over that nigga now, dog.
Shit, nigga, that was the last thing I upgraded on mine, but alright.
No,
Cause
no,
that's
no
cause you
KY
weak,
jelly.
nigga.
No KY jelly. This just going in me raw.
Yes.
You sound like you like that shit.
No, I don't like it. That's
Sound
you
like
that like it. You like your
sound like
head,
you like it.
nigga.
Hey, Mike, bro, I'm about to go.
Wait. Who the fuck told this dog bitch to get 2K? I know that nigga suck.
That nigga running out in here?
I say he a little slow.
Now on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers.
Mike, bro, what it look like, dog?
Second down now
What's
after
down,
the pass
dog?
completion.
Come on, dog. I'm gonna bust your ass out quick, man. I'm about to
Hold up, nigga.
You got it better than me, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to find you right too.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Brandon Cooks, the receiver.
Well, that nigga be spamming the fuck out that play, dog. That slot fade shot.
Stop it then, nigga. If the nigga
He didn't get it. I'm just saying that nigga be spamming that bitch though.
This defense looking for a
Might
quick
be that
stop. This is third down and 6.
You got highlight
Now Breeze on third down.
Get him, Uncle Mike. Get him.
Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's
Alright, well,
intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he will return this one to the 30-yard
Sit down
line.
and chill.
They envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first
Mike, I'm waiting on
Too
you,
many
bro.
ones in this play. First quarter,
Calm
first
down,
drive, first interception thrown.
And that last
What you gonna get your ass whipped, nigga, down?
Nigga, hurry up, nigga.
You got something to do, dog?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, dude.
And a
They
great
got a
start
rub
to start
session
this
lined up,
drive
huh?
from here.
What?
The rub session. The rub session of all rub sessions.
Yeah, I wanted to change my playbook.
What you said, Joe?
Gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Huh?
Inside the 50,
You had said something, son?
10.
Huh?
18 on that
Oh, I thought you had said
Packers
something.
are going to have a first
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and
I was about
completing
to
it.
say, son, what you trying to say, son? Fuck, I see you at everybody, nigga. Fuck you, son.
I'm number 1, son. Wait your turn.
Get this one down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Dude, boy,
Hey, work your way up the ladder, my nigga.
And most defenses,
I'm about to whip the fuck out of Merc and then holler at y'all tomorrow.
That nigga sound sleepy.
Alright, come on, son. Send an invite then, boy.
Looking for your
Oh, wrong person. Golly, I seen that
And
when I
after
let
this
it
soldier
go.
next.
Man, fuck Soldier Girl, man.
After this soldier getting on 2K, dog, you gotta make an appointment to see me, son.
You a hoe, nigga.
Yeah, nigga phone, son. I tell you, dog, I make some phone.
You do that same shit Weezy do. Mike got put Weezy off the game, man, dog.
Yeah, I put Weezy
Yeah,
on
we
the
just supposed to be all for honor, man.
And it's second down.
Weezy don't get on the fucking game.
There, but maybe you blame
You don't
that on
want
the
to fucking
blocking.
get in this chat room, man.
you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Tell him I'm about to get out the game in a little while. He can come in. Weezy gonna fuck with me, son. Come on, mate, boy.
Second down. And it's caught. Kobe Flater.
KC?
Pick
All
up
right.
there, 26 yards.
Yeah, nigga. What you scared?
Oh, this, I swear this nigga got so much.
Damn, dog. I gotta play my own team, yo. I wouldn't
Why
watch
you
that.
whining, Tony? What you playing, Tony? You whining and shit.
I ain't whining, boy. I'm just laughing at this nigga plays, dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards.
Hey, Jack, what
bring up
type of
second and
extra
5.
security you
defensive
got?
line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage
Shit, I don't
guys
know.
up front because
He got like basically
winning at the point of
Like
attack.
five
shit like the
Medium, second and 5 now.
boys like what?
Like, you know, like grenades and extra shit.
Oh, he got stuff like using one of the regular vanguards. Even though he's not considered a vanguard, which is cool. That's why I kind of like him. That's why I want to learn how to play him. I've seen some of the stuff he got.
Okay, so that's name. You got ninja stars. He got the striker.
Right. He's just like the other ninja nigga. So yeah, that's what his stuff is.
Yeah.
He like either one of the other vanguard niggas with like controlling the troops and shit.
Looked at him and shit.
But it's over that nigga, man. Play him one time before you get up from that, man. You gonna see how hard it is to get that nigga. But if you learn him, you learn that motherfucker.
Coming on the blitz. He gets
a nigga ain't gonna get close to you. Nigga ain't gonna get close to you for shit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Merc, you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
The defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he's left. Pussy boy.
Oh! Fucking that nigga dropped that bitch, boy. Nigga, that's all you gonna score, nigga?
Yeah, man.
He's gonna field this at the 4.
That nigga whacked that nigga, made that nigga drop that
shit. Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yeah. I fucking love it, son. I ain't lying, son. That's how I fucking feel right now, Merc.
That shit ain't gonna mean nothing in a minute, nigga.
Alright, for sure.
Nigga got him a lucky pop, you hear me? Nah, ain't no fumbling again, bitch. I ain't even let that same nigga catch that bitch. Fuck that nigga.
What is it?
Mike started the game off strong.
My bad.
Yeah.
I gotta set these boys up, man. I thought I did that shit.
Oh man.
See, man, on the older years, nigga, we could have switched that shit up, dog. You had to fuck with it again. But you ain't had to fuck with it again, though.
I know. That shit got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we in Milwaukee. Oh shit. That's me quiet as a bitch. I'm crazy about this game, bro.
He'll look to throw. He'll set up
I used to put that damn court together.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
That motherfucker crazy.
Peek at the starters on the defensive side.
Your court.
Like, I used to work at the Brampton. I used to have to put the court over the ice for the athletes.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter.
Come on, ready, Merc.
Hold up, give me 1 second. Hold up.
Oh, all right.
Motherfucker broke that bitch Monday.
I'm trying to see the fuck I'm about to put that middle line back.
That person they get 5 seconds quick.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was second long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
And around what game do they start starting your ass?
Definitely going in the wrong direction. direction.
You got about your 5th or 6th game if you playing good.
It depends on the work he putting in.
Rodgers on the bootleg.
Oh, okay.
Sliding out of the
I'm putting in the work. Yeah, I'm playing on rookies. Damn it, this motherfucker got me playing on rookies.
Come on, fucking
Well, it
Ty
should be
Montgomery,
between 10 and
nigga.
15 games, though, nigga. How many points you scoring a game?
Offensive coordinator.
Shit, damn it, 60, 50.
5 or 6 plays.
Oh, well, yeah, you should be getting that whole soon, then. How many games you played so far?
And they just did, and they drop it.
I think I'm on 7.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I've been having more days off than playing games.
It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2.
Yeah,
As
you
they
should
take
be
over
good.
following the punt with a 1st and 10.
And so when when they got me at start, I was supposed to put it at 8, right?
You can, or you can leave it on 12. Your minutes still gonna continue to go up though. Like, until you get to like 40, 41 minutes or so.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. It's complete. Flainer,
This
right
nigga,
side.
man, come on, computer. Man,
My
fucking
son was
play.
in here asking me why I let him play because I want to get a lead first.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly.
You know, once you get a lead and then you put the player in, you got to lead in.
Right. Yeah. You would lose that bitch sometime, bro.
Like a motherfucker. I know. Believe me, I know. I got off one game this season.
Those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, you get a better chance to do it right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Earning is learning.
Ooh, that bitch caught that pick. Nice fucking catch. Oh my God. He wasn't even in the fucking. God damn.
Well, this is Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Just think about the business side of it. We both hang here. Since this your crib, let's have some cane here.
In the pistol. Breeze to throw on 2nd down.
Them not your balls. Who you throwing from, man?
It's Flainer.
I was on Jesus right
It's down near the 20-yard line. It's a
We got an album coming out too.
now. You do? I ain't even hear nothing about that nigga, Al.
It's gonna be rushing. We got M coming out.
And is it 100
Oh, yeah.
number for a really
I'm
good
going
game
off.
for a
You,
receiver?
him shit off.
I can't wait to see your heels.
Profound effect on this game.
Ingram. And eventually stopped just shy of the
Damn
goal
it.
line
Damn
right
it.
around the 2. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Fucking.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will
That nigga
stick to
Eli,
the
throw that
and
line.
make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and goal.
Good fucking sack. Who the fuck got me?
No gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Appreciate it.
You might hold me to 3.
The defense in the
That was really good.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal.
If he beat that.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball.
Oh, he ran out of bounds.
Tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense.
God help me to a field goal.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Kick game proper.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty.
They gave you that ball, you know.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
They gave me them 3 because I won.
See what happens.
I got
Back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep
They
left
would have
side.
got
That's going to be
I thought it was the wrong play.
incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. They completes it to Jordy Nelson. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
I look at the flat left.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
You lucky mother.
Man, look at me. I'm stupid. Listen to me. All fucking me. I'm playing this. I'm playing this.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better
This
now.
is a bullshit, yo. They're making the Bucks seem like they just bullshit.
Oh, how did you break there, dude? You literally just gave it up, son.
Contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the
Just fucking sack. Should have threw it. Tight end.
2 minutes remain here in the first
Somebody got
half.
their TV a lot of
We're
trouble.
back to New Orleans after this.
I think that's somebody fucking control.
Breeze now on 1st down.
God, fucking shit.
Oh my.
That shit right.
End zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
I can't get no pressure on this nigga Breeze this thing at all, son.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
They're just kicking my ass right now.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
You wanted to give me back now. You jumped early in the fence. I knew you were going to do that shit. I said, you keep us to the side. I knew that big old jump early.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played. 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get the Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. In Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good
Oh, shit, I threw a pick.
Goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
You bitch ass. Damn, my fucking nut, dog.
3rd and 2 is not necessarily
Put Mike back in the fucking
anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Mike,
You know they're gonna be throwing fucking
First and 10.
You gonna be throwing
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing
fucking right,
in this situation.
I was gonna pick that shit
back, forcing him into an incompletion.
But it'd be great if we batted that.
So the offense needing 4 yards.
Man, I'm throwing that shit, man. I don't trust. You gotta pick that shit.
All right. Do it again, my friend.
To throw is Rodgers.
You just gotta pick that shit.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down
midfield.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down.
Fuck, man! Why is it? Mike Boys, Madden God saving you.
They owed me that shit from last game. Man, how many times I'm
up second down.
Come on, man.
Because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
That ball was fucking sub-zero frozen.
Here's Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of
How the fuck you got off that block?
Everything about that play is beautiful.
They can't hold that bitch.
The receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. And how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football as the receiver turned around.
You know who they were.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
Niggas did all that fucking jumping and still got the airport.
That's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down.
Niggas jumping the piss out of it.
inside the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, Mike.
Offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
The 3 points, Mike.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a
But
Packer
she's
touchdown.
trying something.
Eddie Lacy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers get a score closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Lasco. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Time for a break.
Yeah, one of y'all motherfuckers talking about loud
Two
as
quarters
fuck.
down, two still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They have to look here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments they make in the locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Yo.
Create more hype than what is there. But this is a really,
I don't hear you.
This is a really important
All right, cool.
drive.
Tony got the loud ass fucking TV, and Fatia is repeating everything he said.
I ain't saying shit, bro.
I'm talking about your mic, bitch.
Fucking, bro, that's like his third drop.
I know what to tell you, brother.
My TV loud,
Why the
son?
fuck is it? Why is it doing it again?
Is he doing it now?
Let me see.
Is he doing it now?
No, it's going away. All right, cool. All right, now Tony, turn your TV down a little bit.
I did turn my TV down.
All right.
That's not my TV. I can hear it, but that's not my TV. I can hear whoever TV talking about. That's not my TV.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
I don't know who TV it is. Probably Mike shit. Your shit down, Mike?
Yeah, I ain't.
Play
I
clock
should lower
winding
stuff.
down. Rodgers will try again on
Fuck it,
second
that don't
down.
even really bother me. It was
Surveying
a
the
fucking
field.
hearing
This
myself.
is taken in. It's complete.
Yeah,
And
that
he'll be
shit fell
taken
off.
down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage.
Size ready yet, Nala?
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's going in by Janis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now a pitch out to Lacey. Drops the tackle.
Nice.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means guys at the cornerback position.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, they'll try to run for it on the draw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Crosby puts it through, And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep him out of the end zone.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line.
Turn that oven off, baby.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Oh my gosh, they put me on the cornerback. God damn it.
Some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there for a run after catch. They came on a crossing route. I can just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
God, that fucking swell, son.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And some room to work.
Oh, look at this.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. And give him 17 yards at time as they move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
That should have been a whole step left.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Hightower. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go
grab that bitch. Grab that little bitch.
Able to hook up there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Breeze now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again.
Look at that for the Giants.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself.
Damn. Right the fuck out, man.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Fucking right, boy. Where to pick that thing up, Mr. High?
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense now ready to get
Michael
back
Hyde, not Michael Todd. I don't know what the fuck you said.
last time.
You didn't say the
See
right
what they
name.
can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never been an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is
Fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
Nobody was
blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Lord.
Throwing his Rodgers on 3rd down. And he dropped it.
That is fucking really
altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Breeze to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just step on the fuck out y'all all the way down the field, you little bitches.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, 39 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this off.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
Jalil, you come here.
What you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read.
Did you do the piece?
And his guys
the piece got a ball. That wasn't that bad that you. Oh, God.
really
Let her
nice
in and put her in her
starting
cage.
field position here for the
You about to
offensive
eat.
unit. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. Oh, he bowls over it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet.
Oh, you motherfucker. Good one. Bitch, I fell for that dumb shit.
Kobe Fleener, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Okay, that bitch up.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Oh, he dropped it.
Get a little fucking
And that's
separation.
pretty indicative of the way this one's
I
gone.
didn't pick that play.
So 2nd and 10 here. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And complete right side to Cook. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Chill the fuck out,
The
girl.
interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rodgers now on 1st down. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down. And the wideout in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh,
and
my
the return
gosh.
stops at the 39-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Saints are going to get a first down. Another pistol look here. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And they'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Lasco. They find some open field here.
Ooh. Golly, bro. That nigga was tackled. That nigga was sick on the fuck out there, bro.
And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Yep, after I eat, bitch.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
My view real quick.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One back is Lacey. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
I'm back on in a minute, man. I'm about to leave, bro.
Bringing up 2nd down.